What's up, everybody? We're back. We got a new update, 2024.2.7. Super excited. I feel like it's doing a little bit better than the 2.2.1 update we were on just recently. Got a quick 21-mile highway and city drive. We were going to go wash the car today, but here in Vegas, there's about 45 cars deep here at the car wash, and it's not moving at all. Let's go ahead and turn in beta. We're going to go ahead and leave it on. We're going to take off the minimal lane changes and put it on average today. See how she does. This should just be a yield here. And very smooth. So I've been driving on this update for just over a couple days now since it downloaded. We're still on 11.4.9. It's 2024.2.7. And let's hope that FSD beta comes to the 24 build, version 12 I'm speaking of. Because we have been waiting. I did notice on this build a little bit, it was still a little cautious, but not as cautious as it has been in the past. All right, we have a car here. We're gonna need to either slow down or hit the gas. All right, beta's merging in right behind. But overall, on this update, they did a few updates to the system. So we've already skipped 2.6, we've skipped 2.5 and 2.4, which brought some minor fixes to get the reminder to plug in at home now has been updated. Supercharging in cold weather is another update. Now, here's the thing, there's another update that just started getting pushed out if you check on Teslafy. It's 2024.2.8, and that one has that supercharging update where it'll let you know if you need to precondition or not. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the right lane. We do have highway patrol coming up. Slow it down a little bit. Still very windy here in Las Vegas. If you guys are on that West Coast, you know what I'm talking about. We have that highway patrol pacing us back there. Hopefully beta doesn't do no crazy maneuvers. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the minimal lane changes just for a moment here. As soon as they pass, I'm gonna slow it down a little more. Northwest Area Command. So currently we're on the highway. We're still using the V11 full stack for highway driving, which is almost flawless. I mean, minus a few little issues, it does amazing. Anytime I ask anyone if they use autopilot or full self-driving on the freeway and they say no, I'm like, are you serious? It's one of the safest areas to do it. 227 miles on the tank, 76%. We should be off the freeway here in a few minutes and we'll be able to test out how 2.7 is working on the city streets. I feel like it's a little bit less cautious, still cautious. One thing I noticed a big difference is from the last update, the 2.2.1 to this version, is the nag is considerably less. I mean, you could probably even see it here on the screen. It's barely pulling up. I mean, I do tend to rest my hand on the steering wheel, but even before on that last update, the nag was in full force. So they have dialed back the nag, which I like. And I think everyone should be holding the wheel minimally at that minimum when they're on FSD, just in case. I think we're long past those days where we need to see the full steering wheel and the pedal and the brake pedal. I mean, FSD is definitely driving. Smooth, no ping-ponging, just very natural feel. for the most part. It is still robotic, and I cannot wait to feel V12. Just getting rid of some of those accelerator or the slowdowns that V11 does when it gets a little hesitant. That'll be an amazing upgrade in V12. And a beautiful Sunday drive on the freeway. Let's go ahead and arrow it over manually to the right lane. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of minimal lane changes, put it back in average. Just so we can get some data here. We'll have cars driving up on the freeway and see if beta wants to move over. This is an area here where freeways used to be really rough. It would always want to merge into the exiting lane naturally. Even here I saw it kind of pointing to the right like it thought about it, but one of those 300,000 lines of code squashed that bug. So in version 12 we're going to have a lot less code. It's all going to be end-to-end neural nets. Video in, control out. I had that window down the whole time. Hopefully didn't affect the audio too bad. And now that the window's up, I can hear the rattles in my Model 3 coming from, I feel like it says seatbelt area on the passenger side. All right, we're getting into some traffic again. We're not on minimal lane changes and we have it on average. Ooh, Camaro's flying. I don't think he knows that cop was ahead of us, but that cop's pretty far now, so unless he's, let's see, no, he jumped few lanes, so maybe he will run into that highway patrol. I don't mind driving fast when traffic's moving fast, but I'll tell you one thing. I usually, okay, beta's putting on the left arrow, moving for faster traffic, very good. So I do like that maneuver. Although I don't mind getting stuck behind cars sometimes as well, just cruising. Totally forgot what I was going to say there. Yeah, so when I'm in FSD beta, I tend to be a lot better driver because it's not me in control, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, so there's not a lot of excitement, right? But I tell you what, if I put on the radio and start listening to the radio, some music, and I'm not in FSD, hang on tight. That's where I feel problems can happen because I get a little excited, got emotions going, and I tend to drive a lot faster when I'm listening to the music. Again, not really a problem because I'm always on beta and I'm always listening to podcasts, so just something to think about. I do love listening to music though, especially when you need a little happiness in your life, right? I feel like happiness comes and goes through our lives, kind of flows like the wind, and you have to be that anchor. You have to be like that solid oak tree, you know, the winds blow, the feelings come and the feelings go, you know, never really stress too much in the moment because everything always gets better. I'm going to speed it up to 75 now, traffic's moving. Definitely wake up every day with your affirmations. Speak out loud what you want in your life and do not speak out negativity. You will receive anything you put out into this world, I guarantee you that. So if you don't have a Model 3 right now and you want a Model 3, just keep speaking that into existence, and before you know it, you will follow the right path. All right, we got traffic behind us. I do want to speed up just a little bit more, and I'm going to arrow over into the middle lane, see what beta does, see if she'll keep us in that. Well, actually, beta did that maneuver all by itself, which was exactly what I would do, but it turned off the blinker. I'm going to turn it on one more time. Sometimes I feel like beta's thinking the way I think. A lot to say for version 11. All right, I'm going to speed down to 75. I did see a comment the other day, it was kind of negative. It said, who cares about V11 anymore, right? Well, I use it every single day. I love it, you know? So I don't know if I care or I love it or I hate it, you know, but I use it every day. So that's the thing, you know? It's all about perspective. Because like I said, I ask a lot of people about how they like FSD beta or autopilot on the freeway, and they tell me they don't even use it, that they're too scared, right? So that is the number one thing in life that'll stop you from achieving anything, is fear. That's okay though, because us beta testers out here love testing it, and I feel confident that we're gonna get there. I mean, if you don't test beta every day, you're kind of not in the know, right? We're kind of in this bubble. But if you're driving it every day and you actually see the progression, how could you think it doesn't work amazing? All right, we do have our exit coming up, 2.2 miles. Again, beta is on. I moved it over, so we're gonna leave it on average though, minimal lane changes. So to activate it, you push the scroll wheel, and it will move around that bottom bar like you saw there. So pretty shortly here, I'm guessing beta will get into the exit lane. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. You guys are my ride or dies. I love you guys. I've been trying to get these watch hours up on YouTube so they don't mess with my channel. I got a lot of great content to come, just haven't done much in a while. I mean, we got the Performance Highland coming. I'm waiting to sell this beauty for that. That's gonna be amazing. Got full self-driving V12 coming soon. I got some supercharging tests lined up. So yeah, I appreciate it. Just click on that playlist, hit shuffle, and just let it roll. Leave me a comment down below too if you'd like to see any other videos or you have any questions. I usually respond, unless it's just straight negative. All right, so we're just cruising. 0.8, 0.7 of a mile to exit town center. I would probably get over now because in about 30 seconds we're gonna be right next to that car. All right, beta slowing down. We got traffic behind, but we got pretty good distance. We should be able to merge. All right, beta slowing down even more. Merging in. So this car is definitely going slow, blow you away, but that wasn't one of them with the brake there. All right, we're clear to the left. Beta did not stop at all, so that is perfect. We're arrowing over, good. This 2.7 definitely has some improvements. All right, now we're heading into Summerlin West. Getting close to the Mesa Ridge area here. Beautiful luxury area. Still windy out there, 59 degrees. We're showing 19 mile an hour winds with some pretty good gust. 28, 42 feet above sea level out here. 36% humidity here in Las Vegas. Green light. They usually have some construction going on out here, so we'll see how beta does. Nice flow of traffic back here. So it looks like we got about less than a mile, and then we're going to be taking another right, kind of going in the back way here. This area is so beautiful here in Las Vegas. I remember when these houses were selling for about $700,000-800,000 right before the pandemic. My goodness, I think they sold everything during this pandemic, and now they're going for $2.5 to $3.5 million. It's almost a 4x return in that area. When it comes to real estate, everything's area specific. Just remember that. Slowing down pretty aggressively back there. Still not moving yet. It's kind of slowly creeping up. That's another behavior I think has been fixed on version 12. Although, I feel like they dialed up the nags back on that one as well as watching some videos. So it's always changing. All right, so we got some arrowing over. We got path blockage, it says. Changing lanes, very perfect. Then our right turn's coming up here. We do have cones sitting on the road. Beta narrowly missed that. Got some cones blown over, some cones still up. We don't want to get into the right lane yet. Beta's thinking about it, but obviously canceled, which is good. Now here's our opening. Is Beta going to take it? Now Beta is taking it. Kind of slow braking again. Again, these maneuvers, I'd rather just take the maneuver without the braking. Just a little less accelerator. Very smooth around that turn. I feel like every day on these new updates, I am getting a lot of no intervention drives. I remember I couldn't even pull it off in Vegas a while back. I mean, are they super comfortable? Maybe not all the time, but I am getting a lot more zero intervention drives. Pretty wild. All right, we got another arrow coming up. We got a car here. We're going to be in trouble. All right, Beta nailed on the brakes there. Very good evasive maneuver. I mean, I wouldn't have nailed on the brakes that much, but it had to do it or else we were running out of runway. So that's another area where I feel like it's a huge improvement. All right, we got some red hands popping up because there is a lot of construction. I noticed that when there's a lot going on, it will alert you just like that. It'll be like, hey, pay extra more attention. All right, we have a left turn coming up here. Not this one, but the next, I think it's a stop sign. Or is this a roundabout? Looks like we got a roundabout yield. 3 cars in the roundabout. Let's see how she does. All right, we are yielding. All right, off the brake. Beta's being cautious, is going around smoothly. Nice smooth on this roundabout. And then back on the accelerator here. Very good. Now, as far as people being scared to use Beta, I feel like it's. Don't get me wrong. 6 months ago, maybe a year, yeah, I would be scared to use it in a lot of places too. There was a phantom blinker there. Got some trees blown over from the winds last night. Just got to stay away from the palm trees. Super smooth drive. I don't think I had one intervention. Did you see any? I mean, I think I had maybe a couple accelerator presses. I really didn't even mess with it today. And we have made it to our destination. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to go and cancel Beta, get on to my appointment, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day.